You want me to count you in?
No, fuck off. Hey, welcome back, everybody, to Shots from the Point, where there's no filter, no chaser, and all hockey talk. I'm Dan.
And I'm Chris. Cheers, Dan.
Cheers, buddy. So that was a bit of an emotional roller coaster of a week there.
Yeah, kind of went from going into the week thinking, oh, we're on top of the world. And then they drop 2 games. And
Yeah,
sky's falling.
weird how a 5-1 win over a tired Calgary team will make you do that. Hey, you're like,
Yeah.
fuck, we're going for the cup, boys.
Yeah. And then, the loss to Edmonton, I don't think obviously it's not how we called it, but I don't think it really surprised anybody, right? That they lose to
No.
Edmonton. But where it was disheartening was the loss to St. Louis. It was just such a poor performance.
Yeah, no, like we got outplayed, we got outshot. It was just, yeah, definitely definitely not our best effort.
Yeah, but
I mean,
then
we did
some
end up
something.
mustering up 29 shots, but
Yeah, which is better than the 15 against Edmonton, right?
yeah, that was
But no, that was disheartening. But then and then they go into the next game in
but
Dallas there,
but
right?
then but
Drop
then the line
spot
but then
Dallas a 2 goal lead.
yeah, but that's when the lineup changes kicked in,
Yep.
right? Like, I mean, I sorry, I gotta jump in. Like, I'm so fucking happy we finally did that. Like, I think I've been saying this from day one. I mean, like, Jake DeBrusk, great hockey player. I mean, he showed us, like, fuck, last game, dude, he had 10 shots on his birthday. Like, dude is a good player, but it's like you put DeBrusk, Pedersen, and Besser, three of our slowest players, and arguably they're all supposed to be finishers together. Doesn't fucking make any sense to me. Now you got PD with Kane and Garland. I love it. I fucking love it. Those are two grinders. They're gonna go to the corners. They're gonna retrieve the puck. PD's able to, like, do his little dipsy doodle dangles and take shots. That's what he needs to do. And, like, I really like DeBrusk with Besser and Heedle as well. Like, I think those are two solid lines now, in my opinion.
Well, and his speed's great, right? He really
Well, that's it.
creates a lot
So
of.
his speed helps set up DeBrusk and Besser on either wing. Like, I don't know. Like, I I know when the season started, like, this was kind of the way I thought. Uh, Granted, I was gonna swap Garland and Besser. Like, originally, I would have thought PD Besser and Kane, which could also work. But yeah, like, I really like how we've mixed this up now.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
no, and
yeah,
it
sorry, but
seems to be working, right? It's it'd be nice if we stopped spotting teams 2 goal leads, but
yeah, fuck. Well, here, yeah, let's get back to the schedule there then. Yeah,
that's
I
when
was
things
getting
started to
I
turn around,
watched
right? Was that
Dude, I watched that first period and I turned the TV off. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I'll go play with the kids instead.
yeah,
Is literally what I said.
yeah,
And then, yeah, you, like, messaged me and you're like, oh, fuck, all tied up, and then all of a sudden we scored 4 goals in a period against Dallas.
yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Well, but I think you got to add some context. It was Casey DeSmith. It wasn't Ottinger.
Good point. Good point. Yeah, no, you're right. I can't. Yeah, I can't argue with you there. It's not like we're playing against Ottinger, but still, man,
Yeah.
that was like, I didn't think we have that in us. Like,
No, I didn't either. So it was very surprise. It was nice. It was a pleasant surprise. And then
yeah,
same
I
same
ended up.
thing even last night, right? Spotting. Chicago's nowhere near the caliber, but
No, but they can score, man. They got some good young talent. Like, that Nazar kid's been playing really well. Like, I mean, obviously Bedard's Bedard. Like,
yeah,
but yeah, I like to see that we got under their skin last game there too. Like, Bedard took some really bad penalties, and, like, I like that we're
Bert,
causing teams to make mistakes like that.
yeah, Bertuzzi was a menace out there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Is it? There's no relation to Todd, is there?
yeah.
Is it?
He's his nephew. Todd's his uncle.
Aha, okay. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure how that all worked.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a brother or sister of Todd, but yeah, I know he's the uncle of this Bertuzzi. I don't even know his name.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, fucking Todd was a shit disturber too. He liked to sucker
Yeah,
punch people.
only ones that deserved it.
The only ones that deserve it. But sorry, just back to that Dallas game. Like I just the other thing I loved about that game was just everybody like there was contribution across the board there. Like that game, that's when Kane was still playing down with Heedle, and they had Garland with Petey and who? Oh no, they had Drew O'Connor there, and I was like, what? Like he looked like a fucking deer in headlights on the first line, man. I don't,
Yeah,
I don't know what that experiment was, but it didn't last long. I think like partway through the game, Kane ended up jumping on that line, and then that's what they carried through in the Chicago game. But yeah, like you had first the Heedle goal from Kane and Hronek. That was like a nice goal, and then on the power play, Besser getting on the board, and then Max Saison coming up from the AHL, which love that fourth line too. There, the Calder kids. I like the
yep.
name you picked out for them there. Like so you're saying they were the first line for
That's
the
my understanding.
Canucks
If
for
they weren't the
yeah
first line, they were a line. Like they were a big line that led the Abbotsford Canucks to the Calder Cup last year.
yeah. So like I don't know. I love to see that we actually have some like I mean why not? Like they obviously
Yeah.
proved themselves last season. Bring them up. Let's see what they got.
When they've all played together, they all know each other's tendencies, so they're already like a pre-built line that you're just injecting into the team. Why not, right?
Yeah, they have that chemistry. So no, you're right. Like if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and see if they can compete with the big boys. Which I mean, obviously they're playing lower minutes, but they can hold their own.
Yeah,
Kind of
well, and
speak.
they keep playing like that, they're going to play more minutes, right? Like
Oh, 100%. Speaking of minutes, though, like I another thing that was kind of driving me nuts in like the first kind of four games there was the minutes were spread so evenly, which like it's great. Let everybody kind of get it's early in the season. I get it. Let everyone get their feet under them, kind of see sort of who's who in the barn there, and like but the thing that kind of killed me is like when we were down like that St. Louis game for example, like Pedersen ended up with like 14 or 15 minutes.
yeah,
It's like okay, like if he's supposed to be your number one guy, you got to put that fucking pressure on him. Play him the higher minutes, and that Dallas game and the Chicago game, like he ended up playing whatever, I think it was like 19 or 20 minutes after, like so
yep,
that was finally you're kind of differentiating the first lines from like the second, third, and fourth lines.
yep. Well, and I think part of it too that we got to factor in is it is a new system as well, right? I mean, Adam, I think you got kind of a double factor with Foot never having coached in the NHL before either. So you, I, you don't have to cut him slack, but there's a little. I'm sure there's a bit of a learning curve there for him, as much as there is for the players trying to get in and learn the new system because they're playing a much more like run and gun kind of system than what Talkit had them playing, right?
No,
So
for sure.
and that it takes a little bit of time beyond just watching video and X's and O's on the whiteboard to actually get out there and put it in place and then have guys not just doing instead of thinking, you know. So I think there's a
Yeah.
little bit of that that's got to be factored into the whole thing as to where they are and what they're, how they're playing right now. But it's looking like it's coming together, but we'll see.
Yeah, like I mean, I still think we're defensively quite sound. Like that St. Louis game aside, which I think that was Lankinen in net for that one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Um, which I mean, like he fared well against Chicago there, which obviously it is Chicago, but
Yep.
he's serviceable. And I mean, Demko's just been lights out, man. He's been
I'm
fun to
telling you, man.
watch.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be tough for teams to get more than two. Like the fact Dallas
Yeah,
got a third
exactly.
one, is a little surprising. I think, you know,
No, he definitely looks like he's back to form. I mean, he says he's healthy. I believe him. Like, I think if we're smart and like you're obviously if he's the hotter hand over Lankin, you're gonna want to play him more to give yourself better chances to win games. But I think the Canucks have learned their lesson and will hopefully do a good job of balancing the starts.
yeah. I think they have to. I think they have to try and, especially if they can continue, like, if they can continue to be above 500 week to week, or at least 500. There's no reason to have to play him more.
For sure. Yeah, no, if you're playing from behind and you're trying to catch up on wins, that's a different story. But I mean,
Yeah.
Right now we're third in the Pacific, baby. Fucking, I'll take a shot to that.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too.
Nah, it's I don't know. Like it definitely the week started off like it was a little doom and gloom. I'm like, fuck, was that first one just a bit of a joke, but or like just a joke game, and this is the true Canucks. But that comeback win against Dallas, I was like, holy shit, like that had me believing again. And then yeah, same with Chicago, went down early, 2 goals there, but then
Yeah.
second period, clawed back in, and I don't know what's happening in the locker room there, between the first and the second, but whatever it
Oh,
is, it's working.
Huggy's in there just tearing a strip off the
Hmm.
guy. I don't know. He doesn't strike me as that kind of a guy, but you never know, right?
I,
Um,
I think he's pretty passionate. I mean, fucking
yeah,
against that St. Louis loss there, like he smashed his stick over the post, like he's pissed, like
yeah.
he wants the team to succeed. So
Well, and I think
yeah, no, I
he
could.
didn't even have he. That was probably one of his worst games too. Was that St. Louis game?
Yeah, no, he was like I think he went a -3 or something like that.
Yeah.
He wasn't no, he wasn't outstanding, but another person that stood out in that Dallas game was Kane there. He went +3 on the night, and I think he's fitting into that Canucks jersey just fine. Like, it's so funny. Like, I still kind of look online, and there's kind of the first couple of games are like, fucking, why do we pick up this bum? He's nothing but he dropped one, fucking locker room cancer for another, and it's just like I don't know. I feel like people just don't understand the context behind some of it, and then it's like it's like, why is he going to bring drama into the locker room? For what reason?
Yeah.
Sure, he's got some off ice drama, his ex-wife being a fucking psycho and whatnot, but like it's like
Yeah, and I mean
he's a good hockey player.
he's made some mistakes, right? His gambling debts and stuff like that. Like, yeah, he's obviously a flawed person, but
Yeah.
I at least from like his time in Edmonton, everything I've heard, there were no problems. There was no issues.
Yeah.
Like the biggest issue was just him not being healthy enough. You know.
Well, I mean, fuck, you lacerate your wrist. That's a bit of a you can't really
Yeah.
predict that one. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, true enough. But yeah, no, I mean, I told you at the beginning, right? I said I don't think it's going to take long for him to become a fan favorite, and I still believe that. I think he's I think he's a perfect player for the Canucks to pick up.
Yeah, no, we just need that extra grit, man. Like, I mean, we are on paper, we are the lightest team.
Yeah,
Like pound for pound, like we're legitimately the lightest team in the NHL. So like we need to. Yeah, I mean, like you got little guys like Sherwood. I mean, Sherwood's not little; he's like 6 foot or 6'1". But like in comparison to some guys, he's not a huge dude, but he fucking runs at people. And you know what? I gotta give a shout out to Garland, man. He is a fucking workhorse on the ice, like, and he's the best hype man. I see him after every game
oh
there, just
yeah,
high fiving everybody in the locker room, all pumped. Like he honestly, he's been actually playing the biggest minutes out of all the Canucks. Like on average, there, like he's been playing. I got the number here. Yeah, he's been playing close to 20 minutes a night or over 20 minutes a night across the game so far. That's ahead of Pedersen, Besser, DeBrusque, everybody. Like the only other person that's ahead of him in minutes are fucking Quinn Hughes and Hronik,
yeah. Well, and
which there's no
here's
surprise there.
something I've been noticing as well. I mean the Calgary game one, Calgary out hit us, but the Canucks are out hitting their opponents basically every night. So yeah, we might be a lighter team, but I mean you got guys that throw the body on in Vancouver. Not just Kane, right? Obviously Kane's one of them, and then you got Sherwood, who led the league in hits last year, and then you
by
got
a by a mile.
yeah, and then you got Elias Pettersson on the defense too, right? Like that guy loves to hit people and stir shit up.
I was gonna say he's a bit of a shit disturber,
He
isn't he?
is,
Like that Chicago game there, he was. Yeah, I love it. I love to see it.
yeah. And then it's also nice that I'm kind of just is Brock Besser's just steadily scoring basically every game.
Yep.
you
Yeah,
know?
no, he's like yeah, no, he's putting up the points and like I mean, like I said, even DeBrusque their last game, like fucking 10 shots. 10 shots on net. Like it's
Yeah.
good. That's what we got to do. Just yeah, I don't know. It's I'm starting to see a little more cohesion after, like compared to games 2 and 3, games 4 and 5 here. Like it's like okay, I'm starting to see some line combinations forming, and
Yep.
things are looking good.
The power play is starting to click, which is they need that, right? I mean, the penalty kill's been great. The penalty kill's been very good, and that needs to continue to be very good. But yeah, no, things seem to be coming together. They're still. I don't think they're gonna top Edmonton. I doubt they'll be first in the
No, and I
Pacific.
think
But
Vegas. I mean, mind you, Vegas has been kind of they've been outscoring their opponents is basically all they've been doing because like I don't know Hannafin, he's a good stay-at-home defenseman and he's out right now. Petrangelo, he's out for the season.
he's toast. I don't think he's ever playing hockey again.
No, I think he's done. I think they already kind of mentioned he was looking at retirement.
Yeah.
But yeah, their back end is pretty decimated, and that's a huge hole that teams have been exposing. Yeah,
Well,
like I said, other than fucking Eichel and Stone just basically outscoring every opponent, that's how they're winning games. Like I think most of their games have gone to overtime so far.
yeah. But I mean, they can outscore their opponents.
Well, yeah, fuck, you got Mitch Marner, Stone, Eichel, like that. How the fuck do you pronounce his name? Dorofeyevi? I don't know. That Rus is he Ruski? I think he's Ruski.
Dort, yeah, it's something like that.
Fucking yeah, DoorDash. There, he's he's that guy can fucking score. Like,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, no. I don't know. Back on the Canucks though. What was I gonna say here? So I
Great
guess.
transition.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, fuck. I'm a professional podcaster here, bud. uh, Sorry, we're going on a tangent. I was trying to bring us back
Yeah.
to a couple of points we wanted to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about we just take a quick second to have a shot? So this episode brought to you by vodka.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy. But no, Coots. I just wanted to quickly touch on
Oh
Coots
yeah.
there as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, I think he had a pretty good showing coming up. Like, obviously, preseason, he impressed the hell out of everybody, which is great.
Yeah.
I'm not upset with their decision to drop him back into the WHL.
No.
Like, I think it's better for his development. He's still young. He's got to put on a few pounds to compete. But he definitely shows that hockey IQ. So I'm very excited to see him in a Canucks jersey in the near future.
Yeah, he's going to be an NHL player. There's no doubt in my mind that he's going once he breaks the NHL, he's not going back.
I mean, we're fucking desperate for centers, so he's got a shoe in there
For now, right? Like, that's
for
assuming
now.
they don't address it before he's in the league, but that doesn't really matter, right? Because you can load more centers. You can carry 5, 6 centers and put them on the wings.
True. There are a lot of guys that do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Although he
Um.
seems to be more of a true center, but like even Petey, right? Petey's played lots on the wing.
Yeah. No, for sure. When it was 649 line there with Miller there, I
Yeah,
mean,
a lot of line.
Miller was better. He was better on the draw, so he took a lot of the draws, and yeah, I think they kind of alternated when they played together. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. Like, I think Petey suits the center role a lot better, and I think he wants to be a center too. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think he necessarily wants to be a winger.
He's certainly paid to be a center.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
So speaking of actually holes there, so Hoglander obviously being out with surgery, I did read that obviously, fucking the rumor mill, but like Alvin is shopping, he's cooking. They're looking for someone to replace another, one of the wing positions there, beef up our offense a bit, because that is, truth be told, our weak point is our firepower. So
Yep.
yeah, I'm kind of curious who they're looking to target. They were mentioning some first round pick from Pittsburgh or Chicago, I can't remember, but I don't know if we need to bring like more youth if we're looking at making a run at the playoffs, which I presume we are, obviously.
I mean, who's selling other than Pittsburgh right now? That's kind of the question. I don't know that Chicago
Honestly, at
is.
the rate they're going, Buffalo, like
But what do they have to sell? Tage
I don't know,
Thompson?
Yeah, fucking Tuck wouldn't be bad. I would. I mean, yeah, no, we're not gonna get Thompson, but I don't know. There's, yeah, you're right. There's not a lot of sellers at the moment, but
Josh Norris.
yeah, he's fucking injured again. The guy's injury prone.
Yeah.
Let's stay away from him. Yeah, like Tuck would be a good an additional right wing. I mean, we have Besser and Garland, but yeah, it would never hurt to
I just
be.
he's a little on the older side, right? That's
Yeah, I
sort of.
guess so.
I mean, the Canucks are a young team, and that's how they've been building them. For a while now, right? Trying to just build around Quinn Hughes and Pedersen.
Tuck's not that old. He's only 29.
Yeah, Hughes is 25.
Whatever. No,
It,
I know what you're saying though. I know what you're saying. They're kind of looking for longevity here. They're not looking just for right now.
yeah, and that's where I mean I get what you're saying about the injuries, but Norris, is a bit younger, right? At 26, so I could see that it's more of a thing. Even Thompson at 27 is closer to the wheelhouse, I think, of what they'd be looking for. But what do I know? I'm just guessing here. Um, but
Yeah, no, I don't know. They're obviously shopping. We'll see what comes of it. Obviously, the rumor mills are gonna fly, but
yeah,
yeah, they're searching for
I
some firepower, which is good as they should be.
did hear that Detroit might be shopping a goalie to Edmonton, but I don't know.
Like who? Like Talbot or getting rid of Gibson because he had a flop of a first start and hasn't fucking played since.
Maybe I don't know.
I mean, anybody's better than Skinner, I guess.
Just put a pylon.
Mind you, it's so fun, dude. That goalie fucking makes me laugh. Like he, he like in the same week he goes from like getting blown out or like giving up a 3-0 lead and losing to fucking Calgary, where like he forgot to freeze the puck and like they just poked it in for the tying goal and
Didn't
then
they
they
also
lost.
score from the red line or something too? And one of those like the
Probably.
fucking Cluche kind of goal, just bouncing
Yeah, like I
puck.
mean he's a sieve, but then and I get it's the New York Rangers, but then he shuts out the Rangers.
Yeah.
A 32 shot shutout. So it's not nothing, like
And
it's just it's
I saw a picture too from that game where Skinner's not in his net. He's like
that's true.
out behind the
I
whatever
did
the
I did see that as well. So there
the
I'm sure
goal.
there was a lot of luck involved there, but
Yeah.
still like it's I don't know, he's funny that way. One young team I do want to just touch on today is fucking Montreal has been really impressing me.
Yeah.
Like I'm like they've had a couple of comeback wins as well. I think they're 4-1 or something like that on the season. Don't quote me on that, but like they've got a lot of young talent that's just now it took a little bit, but it's gelling, and I don't know. It's just nice to see another Canadian team in the mix. Let's just say
I haven't paid too much attention to Montreal, but that is what I've heard. They're off to a pretty hot start.
we got the Caps tomorrow,
Yep.
and Penguins, and the Preds. So a slightly lighter part of the road trip here.
Well, Washington's pretty darn good right now.
No, not Washington. Sorry, I'm looking more at the Penguins and the Preds, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
a
sure. So
9:30 game.
yeah, 9:30 for you, 12:30 for me. It's all right. Nice little matinee.
Yeah, for sure. I can just hang out with the kids, and I've actually been getting both kids have been getting into hockey. It's great. Me and Cohen watched we watched the third, or yeah, probably half of the third, and then the overtime and the shootouts, and he was getting all jacked up with me. It was fun.
Nice, nice.
So, anyways, so what are you thinking? You go first here. Caps.
The Caps, it's a tough one, man. But I think, I mean, obviously, I think Demko's got to be back in net for that one. Um, ooh, but that Protoss guy's been pretty good too. For
Yeah, I mean, other than last game there, where I think they scored, I think it was 5-1. They won. Like they've been off to a bit of a slow start. I mean, that's not to say that that's gonna obviously last by any means.
but it's going to be so Vancouver's Ovechkin's going to get his 900th goal.
Oh, how many is he at right
I
now?
think he's at 898, so he needs
Oh yeah,
two.
why not give him a couple?
Yeah, spot him that 2 goal lead, right?
It's funny. Sorry, I was saying like Capitals haven't been scoring as much, but they have just as many goals as we do. But the thing is, their goals against. They've only allowed 8 goals in 5 games. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
it's going to be a tight game. I hope it's going to be a tight game.
yeah. So I think what I'll call for that. Let's go with. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a 3-2 Washington win.
Boo. Yeah, that's fair. That's pretty realistic. I'm gonna be a homer. I think Demko's gonna have just a great game. Uh, we're gonna get 14 shots on net, but we're gonna win 2-1.
All right.
That's my call.
All right. And then moving on in the week, we get
The
they
Penguins.
yeah.
Oh man, I hope Shelovs is playing. Fuck him. I mean,
He
I
probably
miss that
will.
guy.
He
He
probably
probably will.
will. You know, I
Yeah.
think that's the coach would probably
They
do that. I would
well,
think.
they've been alternating so far. It's literally been like 1-1, mind you. I think Yari's got more wins over Shelovs at this point. Other than a shutout, he got blown out 6-1 there. So I'm gonna say they beat Pittsburgh. I don't know. It might be a higher scoring affair there. Crosby, fuck, that guy just doesn't age. And even Malkin, like, I mean, I think
Yeah.
it was the same story last year, hot start, and then they cooled off. But like, I mean, still Crosby had what 90 somewhat points last year. God, that guy's unreal. Um,
He really
I'm
is.
gonna
Yeah.
go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say 4-3 Canucks.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that, but I'm gonna say I think there's a good chance because there's a day in between.
Demko plays again.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Demko, and I just can't give a team more than 2 goals on Demko. So I'll go with the old 4-2.
4-2. All right.
And
All
then
right.
it
And
and then
last but
it's
not least, Smashville.
yeah, the home of Kiefer Sherwood. Or
Dude,
sort
I
of.
don't know why, but I feel like Nashville always has their number. They're like St. Louis. Like for some reason, we can't beat those two fucking teams.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird
And
we beat them in the playoffs. We beat them when it mattered.
that's true. That's true. And I mean, like, I always find the games against Nashville are just so boring. Like they tend to be super low scoring.
Yeah. I mean that's how Nashville plays, right? But
It is. Is Trotz still the fucking coach there?
no. No, no,
No.
no. He's the GM.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah. And there's what do I know, but from what I hear, there's a lot of people aren't too happy with, thinking maybe as much as he was good as a coach and everything, that maybe he's not cut out for being a general manager.
Wait, what? That's weird. The slow starting Nashville Predators not happy with their new GM? Unheard of.
Yeah, surprise, surprise. All right,
Oh, hi,
so
honey.
yeah, for that game, I'm thinking. I mean, it'll juice in net too. I think that'll probably be a Lankinen start, right? Lankinen in Nashville kind of makes sense. Um, I'm gonna go with a 4-3 Vancouver. I'm gonna be a homer on that one and say it's gonna be 4-3, and they're gonna come out of this road trip. Uh, was it 4-2?
All
So I
right,
think
all
that's the
right.
last game. I think it's the last of the road trip too.
Okay, I'm gonna agree with you that I think in these 3 games we're gonna go 2-1, but I think this is the one we lose. I think just like I said, Nashville for some dumb reason has our number always, and I think we're gonna lose 3-1 on that one.
Whew.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, Juice could do it, and we do
yeah. He
have.
wasn't great last. He wasn't great last year, but
He's off to a pretty hot start so far.
he is. Yeah. No, agreed.
All right, man. Well, with that, we'll have one more shot and we'll call her.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. Cheers, Dan.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. All right. Well, thanks for listening, whoever's out there, and feel free to tell us how wrong we are down in those comments.
Have a good night.
Yep. Cheers.